The holographic display in the United Earth Defense Command's primary chamber rippled with interference as the Centauri Federation's initial transmission came through. Admiral Helena Santos watched silently as the alien figure materialized, tall, ethereal, with crystalline growths protruding from silvery skin that seemed to capture and reflect light in impossible ways. Supreme Commander Vaxter of the Centauri Federation stood before them, though thousands of light years separated their civilizations. "We received your application for recognition as a spacefaring civilization." Vaxter's translated voice carried artificial warmth that didn't reach their multifaceted eyes. "The Centauri Federation is amused by your presumption." Admiral Santos maintained her carefully neutral expression, though her fingers tightened almost imperceptibly on the edge of her command console. Behind her, the assembled leaders of Earth's combined military forces remained equally stoic. They had prepared for this moment for decades. "Perhaps you misunderstand our position, Supreme Commander," Santos replied evenly. "We're not seeking permission to join the galactic community. We're announcing our presence as equals." Laughter echoed through the chamber, a haunting, crystalline sound as other Centauri officials joined their leader's amusement. "Equals." Vaxter's translator struggled to convey their tone. "Your vessels still rely on primitive quantum manipulation. Your fastest ships barely achieve what our cargo haulers manage. Your weapons systems," they gestured dismissively. "We detected your military installations the moment we entered your system. Primitive fission-based defenses, barely evolved beyond hurling rocks into space." Santos allowed a flicker of embarrassment to cross her features. "We are still developing our technologies, yes. But we believe we have much to offer the galactic community." "Allow me to demonstrate exactly where you stand," Vaxter said. The hologram shifted, showing a Centauri warship, sleek, crystalline, almost organic in its design. "This is the Dawn Seeker, one of our least advanced patrol vessels. Its power core generates enough energy to power your entire planet. Its weapons could reduce your largest cities to ash in moments, and yet we consider it obsolete by our standards." In the shadows of the chamber, Dr. Maya Patel, Earth's leading quantum physicist, fought to keep her expression neutral. If only they knew what lurked beneath the seeming simplicity of human technology. The quantum manipulation the Centauri dismissed as primitive was anything but. It was merely the surface of what humanity had achieved. "We appreciate the Federation's candid assessment," Santos responded diplomatically. "Perhaps a demonstration of our capabilities would help establish a better understanding between our peoples." Vaxter's crystalline features shifted in what might have been a smile. "Yes, we believed you might suggest that. The Federation will be hosting a military exhibition in the Proxima system in 3 lunar cycles. We extend an invitation to Earth to present its finest vessel. Show us what you consider to be the pinnacle of your achievement." Dr. Patel stepped forward, her dark eyes gleaming with carefully contained excitement. "Admiral, if I may, Project Aurora is ready for its first official deployment." Santos nodded slowly, maintaining the appearance of someone trying to hide uncertainty. "We accept your invitation, Supreme Commander. We will send 1 ship, our newest vessel, the UES Aurora." "1 ship." Vaxter's translator crackled with their amusement. "Very well. We will arrange an escort for your vessel, in case it proves unable to complete the journey independently." The hologram flickered out, leaving the chamber in silence. For a moment, no one moved. Then Santos turned to face her assembled staff, her diplomatic mask falling away to reveal a sharp, satisfied smile. "They took the bait," Dr. Patel said quietly. "They see exactly what we want them to see." Santos nodded. Humanity learned long ago that true power lies not in showing strength, but in controlling when and how that strength is revealed. The Centauri Federation sees primitive quantum manipulation because that's what we want them to see. They detect basic fission weapons because those are what we allow them to find. The chamber's main display shifted, showing a secure facility deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. There, hidden from prying eyes and scanning technology, the UES Aurora waited, From the outside, it appeared to be exactly what the Centauri expected. A primitive human vessel with basic quantum drive systems and simplified weapons arrays. But appearances, as humanity had learned through centuries of warfare and diplomacy, could be devastatingly deceptive. Dr. Patel, is the Aurora's core truly ready? Santos asked, though she already knew the answer. The quantum fold drive is stable, Patel confirmed. The Centauri believe we're barely manipulating quantum states on a molecular level. They have no idea we've achieved quantum manipulation on a stellar scale. The Aurora doesn't just use quantum energy, it creates it, shapes it, folds space itself around it. And because they're so convinced of our primitive nature, they won't even think to look for the signatures of true quantum manipulation. Captain Sarah Chen stepped forward from her position near the chamber's entrance. As the Aurora's commanding officer, she had been selected not just for her tactical brilliance, but for her ability to maintain the facade Earth needed to present. "My crew is ready, Admiral," Chen reported. "We've drilled extensively on maintaining the appearance of struggling with basic systems while keeping our true capabilities hidden. The Centauri won't see anything beyond what they expect to see, until it's too late." Santos turned to the assembled leaders. "The Federation believes they're inviting us to a demonstration of our inadequacy. Instead, they're giving us exactly the opportunity we've been waiting for. Not to prove our strength, but to ensure that when the galaxy finally understands what humanity is truly capable of, it's on our terms and at our chosen moment." The display shifted again, showing the Aurora's true specifications. The quantum fold drive could generate enough energy to rival a small star, channeling it through systems that appeared primitive but contained technology centuries beyond what the Centauri believed possible. The weapons arrays, disguised as simple fission-based systems, could manipulate quantum states to literally rewrite the laws of physics within their target area. 3 lunar cycles, Santos mused. More than enough time to perfect our performance. She turned to Captain Chen. "Your orders are simple, Captain. Take the Aurora to their exhibition. Play the role they expect. The primitive humans, struggling to keep up with basic technology. And when the moment is right, we show them why humanity has survived every threat we've ever faced." Chen finished, not through overwhelming force, but by being consistently underestimated until the perfect moment to strike. As the leaders dispersed to begin preparations, Dr. Patel remained behind with Santos and Chen. "The Centauri believe they're springing a trap," she said quietly. "They don't realize they're walking into one themselves." Santos nodded. "Humanity's greatest advantage has always been our enemy's certainty that they have us figured out. Let them laugh. Let them mock. Let them believe we're struggling with technology they mastered centuries ago." Her smile turned sharp. "It will make the revelation of truth all the more effective." The Aurora waited in its underwater berth, its seemingly primitive exterior hiding technologies that would reshape the galaxy's understanding of what was possible. In 3 lunar cycles, the Centauri Federation would learn what countless adversaries throughout human history had learned too late, that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their technology or their weapons. It was their patience and their ability to turn an enemy's certainty of superiority into the seeds of their own defeat. Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, in a facility known only to a handful of humans, Dr. Maya Patel stood before a wall of quantum displays monitoring the UES Aurora's core systems. The massive chamber hummed with barely contained power, yet to any external scanning system, it would appear almost dormant. Quantum fold alignment at 99.8%, her assistant, Dr. James Chen, reported from his station. The containment field is maintaining perfect stability while appearing to fluctuate within expected parameters for primitive technology. Maya allowed herself a small smile. The deception they had crafted was beautiful in its complexity. The Aurora's true quantum fold drive didn't just manipulate space-time. It created microscopic pockets of alternate reality, using them to generate and channel energy in ways the Centauri Federation believed impossible. Captain Sarah Chen entered the control room, her footsteps echoing off the metallic floors. "Dr. Patel, I need to know exactly what my ship can do. And more importantly, what it needs to look like it cannot do. Maya gestured to the central holographic display. The Aurora is a symphony of deliberate contradictions, Captain. Every system is designed to appear less advanced than it truly is. The display shifted, showing the ship's layered construction. The outer hull is composed of what appears to be basic titanium alloys. In reality, it's quantum-entangled metamaterial that can adapt its molecular structure instantly. The Centauri will scan it, Sarah noted. They'll be looking for deception, and they'll find exactly what they expect. James interjected, bringing up another display. We've created what we call quantum shadow technology. It projects a false quantum signature that masks the true nature of our systems. They'll scan for advanced technology and find nothing but primitive quantum manipulation, because that's all their sensors are capable of detecting. Maya led them through a secure airlock into the Aurora's central core chamber. The heart of the ship pulsed with a soft blue light that seemed to bend reality around it. This is what makes it all possible: the quantum fold core. The Centauri believe we're barely able to manipulate quantum states on a molecular level. In truth, we're manipulating them on a cosmic scale. Sarah approached the core, her eyes reflecting its ethereal light. Explain it to me like you would explain it to them. After we reveal ourselves. Maya's eyes lit up with intellectual passion. Conventional quantum technology manipulates existing quantum states. We've moved beyond that. The quantum fold core creates its own quantum states, essentially writing new rules for reality within its influence. When the Centauri scan us, they see simple quantum manipulation because that's all their understanding of physics tells them is possible. What happens when we bring it to full power? Sarah asked. Theory suggests we could generate enough energy to temporarily rewrite the laws of physics within a localized area, James said quietly. We could create spaces where their weapons simply cease to function, where their shields become meaningless, where the very fabric of space-time bends to our will. Maya pulled up the ship's weapon systems on a nearby display. Even our weapons are designed to appear primitive while hiding revolutionary technology. They'll see basic particle accelerators and fusion cannons. What they won't see is that each weapon is connected to the quantum fold core, capable of creating microscopic areas where the laws of physics themselves become our weapons. Sarah absorbed this information with the calculated focus of a military commander. And the crew? How do we maintain this deception? Every system is designed with a dual interface, Maya explained. The outer layer appears primitive, struggling with basic operations. Beneath that is the true control system. Your crew will need to maintain the appearance of struggling with technology, while actually operating systems centuries beyond anything the Centauri have imagined. They moved through the ship's various sections, each demonstrating the same principle: revolutionary technology hidden beneath a carefully crafted veneer of primitive struggle. The engine room appeared to house basic fusion reactors, while actually containing quantum fold generators that could power a small planet. The medical bay seemed equipped with simple regeneration pods, hiding technology that could rewrite cellular structure at the quantum level. There's something else you should know, Maya said as they reached the bridge. The quantum fold core, it learns. Every operation, every manipulation of reality, makes it more efficient, more powerful. By the time we reach the Centauri exhibition, it may be capable of things even we haven't predicted. Sarah took her place in the captain's chair, running her hands over controls that appeared clunky and primitive while containing interfaces to technology that defied conventional physics. How many people know what this ship can really do? Fewer than 50 humans know its full capabilities, Maya replied. Every crew member knows their role in maintaining the deception, but only key personnel understand the true extent of our technological advancement. Good, Sarah nodded. Because when we reveal ourselves, it won't just be a demonstration of technology. It will be a statement about humanity itself, that we've learned to hide our strength not out of fear, but because we understand that true power lies in controlling when and how that strength is revealed. Maya checked the quantum readings one final time. The Centauri believe they're bringing us to their exhibition to teach us our place in the galaxy. Instead, they're giving us the perfect stage to demonstrate why humanity has survived every threat we've ever faced, not through overwhelming force, but through patience, innovation, and the ability to turn an enemy's certainty into their greatest weakness. As if in response to her words, the quantum fold core pulsed brighter, its light seeming to bend the shadows in impossible ways. The Aurora waited, its revolutionary technology hidden beneath a carefully crafted mask of primitive struggle, ready to show the galaxy that humanity's greatest achievement wasn't in building advanced technology. It was in knowing when to reveal it. The countdown to the Centauri exhibition had begun. In the depths of the Pacific, humanity's greatest deception prepared to change the galaxy's understanding of what was possible, one carefully hidden quantum fold at a time. The UES Aurora emerged from Earth's atmosphere with deliberate awkwardness, its movements calibrated to appear struggling against basic gravitational forces. Captain Sarah Chen watched through the bridge viewport as two Centauri escort vessels approached, their crystalline hulls gleaming with barely concealed superiority. Receiving transmission from the Centauri escort, Lieutenant Maria Rodriguez reported from her communication station, fighting to keep the amusement from her voice. They're offering to assist with our navigation parameters. Accept their assistance, Sarah ordered, maintaining the facade. And make sure our systems appear to struggle with the implementation. The bridge crew performed their roles perfectly, each displaying the carefully rehearsed signs of a civilization barely managing their own technology. Behind the scenes, the quantum fold core hummed silently, its true power hidden beneath layers of quantum shadow technology. Commander Lixtel of the Centauri escort vessel Starfire appeared on their main screen, his crystalline features arranged in what passed for diplomatic concern. Captain Chen, we've noticed your propulsion systems are operating at concerning efficiency levels. Perhaps we should reduce speed to accommodate your vessel's limitations. Sarah allowed a flicker of practiced frustration across her face. We appreciate your concern, Commander. Our engineers assure me we can maintain current velocity, though we may need to make occasional adjustments. In the engine room, Dr. Maya Patel monitored the quantum fold core's performance through its disguised interface. The Centauri's scans washed over their hull continuously, searching for any sign of deception. Each time, they found exactly what they expected: a primitive vessel struggling with basic space travel. Quantum shadow matrix is holding perfectly, Maya reported through a secure channel. They're seeing exactly what we want them to see. The core is actually gaining efficiency from their scanning attempts. It's learning from each interaction. The journey to the Proxima system would take 3 days at the deliberately reduced speed they were maintaining. 3 days of constant scanning, constant observation, and constant deception. The Centauri escorts flanked them closely, their presence both protective and subtly mocking. As they passed the outer edges of the solar system, a small alert caught Sarah's attention. A private communication from Commander Lixtel, encrypted using what the Centauri considered unbreakable protocols. The Aurora's quantum systems decoded it instantly. Most amusing, Lixtel was speaking to someone off-screen. Their ship actually requires periodic rest cycles for their quantum drive. Supreme Commander Vaxter will thoroughly enjoy displaying this specimen at the exhibition. Sarah shared the decoded transmission with her senior staff, each responding with carefully contained anticipation. The Centauri's confidence in their superiority grew with each passing hour, each perceived weakness in the Aurora's performance reinforcing their preconceptions. During the second day of their journey, the Aurora appeared to experience a minor system failure, requiring a brief stop for repairs. The Centauri escorts watched with barely concealed disdain as human engineers in primitive spacesuits performed what appeared to be basic maintenance on the outer hull. Their technology can't even maintain stable quantum field alignment. One Centauri officer commented over what they believed to be secure channels. It's almost cruel to allow them to continue this journey. In reality, the maintenance stop allowed the quantum fold core to complete a complex reconfiguration, increasing its potential power output by several orders of magnitude. The core was learning, adapting, becoming more efficient with each moment it spent in proximity to Centauri technology. As they approached the Proxima system on the third day, the true scale of the Centauri exhibition became clear. Hundreds of vessels from various species filled the space around Proxima Centauri, each displaying technology that would be considered miraculous by Earth's public standards. The Aurora drew curious and dismissive looks from the assembled ships, its seemingly primitive design standing out among the advanced vessels. "Captain," Maya's voice came through Sarah's private channel. "The quantum fold core has completed its final adaptation phase. We're now operating at efficiency levels approximately 300% higher than our initial calculations suggested possible." Sarah acknowledged with a subtle nod. The core had exceeded their expectations, turning the Centauri's constant scanning and analysis into an advantage. Every attempt to prove human inferiority had only served to make them stronger. Supreme Commander Vaxter's flagship dominated the center of the gathered fleet, a massive crystalline structure that seemed to capture and reflect the light of Proxima Centauri itself. The Aurora was directed to take position near the flagship, a placement clearly chosen to highlight the contrast between Centauri and human technology. "Welcome to the grand exhibition of galactic achievement." Vaxter's transmission reached all assembled vessels. "We are particularly pleased to welcome our newest contact, the representatives of Earth, who have bravely chosen to demonstrate their current technological capabilities." The subtle emphasis on current drew polite laughter from the assembled alien representatives. The Aurora's crew maintained their composed expressions, each understanding that every mockery, every dismissal, brought them closer to the moment of revelation. "Captain Chen," Vaxter addressed her directly, "we have arranged a special demonstration to begin our exhibition. Your vessel will be given the honor of displaying its capabilities first, followed by a demonstration of standard Centauri technology. We believe this will provide a valuable learning experience for your people." Sarah sat straighter in her captain's chair, allowing a carefully measured mix of anxiety and determination to show in her posture. "We are honored by the opportunity, Supreme Commander. The UES Aurora stands ready to demonstrate humanity's best efforts at achieving spacefaring capability." As the exhibition preparations began, Maya sent one final update from engineering. "Quantum Fold Core is operating at peak efficiency. All systems are ready for activation at your command. They won't know what hit them." Sarah looked out at the assembled fleet, at the smug certainty on the faces of the Centauri leaders, at the dismissive attention of the gathered species. Humanity had spent centuries being underestimated, using that underestimation as a shield while they developed technologies their enemies couldn't even imagine. The trap was set, not by the Centauri, as they believed, but by humanity. All that remained was to spring it at precisely the right moment. The exhibition arena sprawled across a vast section of space near Proxima Centauri, marked by sophisticated sensor buoys that created a visible boundary of shimmering light. The UES Aurora held position at one end, appearing small and unremarkable against the backdrop of advanced alien vessels. Supreme Commander Vaxter's voice echoed through all communication channels. "For our first demonstration, Earth's representative vessel will attempt to navigate our standard military assessment course. Following this, our own vessel, the Crystal Dawn, will demonstrate proper execution of the same course." Captain Sarah Chen observed the course laid out before them. A complex series of obstacles and targets have been arranged, each designed to test different aspects of ship capability. To the assembled audience, it appeared far beyond what the Aurora could handle. "Engineering status," Sarah asked through their secure channel. "Quantum Fold Core is ready," Maya responded. "All systems are operating at maximum efficiency while maintaining deceptive readings. They're still scanning us constantly, and still seeing exactly what we want them to see." Sarah opened a channel to the Centauri command vessel. "We're prepared to begin, Supreme Commander." Excellent, Vaxter replied, amusement clear in their tone. Your first task is simple. Demonstrate your vessel's maximum acceleration and maneuverability through the marked course. Our sensors will record your performance for comparison. Sarah nodded to her helm officer, Lieutenant David Kumar. Take us through, Lieutenant. Remember our protocols. The Aurora moved forward with apparent hesitation, its engines producing visible fluctuations that any military observer would recognize as signs of unstable power systems. As they approached the first set of obstacles, their movements appeared increasingly unsteady. How concerning, Vaxter's voice carried across the public channels. Perhaps we should send support vessels to assist. The Aurora suddenly lurched, appearing to lose power momentarily. Concerned murmurs spread through the watching crowd. Several Centauri officers began preparing rescue protocols. Now, Sarah commanded quietly. In engineering, Maya's fingers flew across the quantum interface. Quantum shadow protocols disengaging. True power signature emerging in 3, 2, 1. The change was subtle at first. The Aurora's erratic movements smoothed out, becoming precise and controlled. Its speed increased, but not dramatically, just enough to complete the course with apparent difficulty. A valiant effort, Vaxter announced. Now, observe how a proper military vessel handles the same course. The Crystal Dawn moved into position, its crystalline hull gleaming. It accelerated smoothly, executing perfect maneuvers through the obstacle course at speeds that made the Aurora's performance seem primitive in comparison. Note the precision, Vaxter continued. The perfect power distribution, the flawless navigation. This is what centuries of proper technological development produces. Sarah allowed herself a small smile. Supreme Commander, would you be interested in a second demonstration? Perhaps something more practical. More practical? Vaxter's amusement was clear. Very well. What do you propose? A simple weapons test, Sarah suggested. Your vessel can fire upon the Aurora with standard weapons. We'll attempt to defend ourselves using our capabilities. The suggestion drew laughs from the Centauri command staff. Captain Chen, while we admire your courage, we have no desire to destroy your only advanced vessel. We insist, Sarah replied firmly. Consider it a learning opportunity for everyone present. Vaxter paused, then agreed with obvious reluctance. Very well. We will use minimal power settings to avoid causing serious damage to your vessel. Weapons control. Target their primary shield generator with a standard particle beam. Low yield only. We don't want to be accused of bullying a primitive species. The Crystal Dawn's weapon systems hummed to life, targeting the Aurora's seemingly vulnerable shield grid. The assembled audience watched with a mixture of concern and morbid curiosity. Maya, Sarah said quietly, time to show them what humanity can really do. In engineering, Maya input a series of commands into the quantum fold core's true interface. Quantum shadow protocols fully disengage, initiating reality manipulation protocols. The Crystal Dawn fired, its particle beam lancing out toward the Aurora. For a brief moment, it appeared the human vessel would be struck directly. Then reality itself seemed to twist. The particle beam didn't impact a shield. It simply ceased to exist several meters from the Aurora's hull, disappearing into what appeared to be a localized distortion in space-time. The Aurora itself began to change, its seemingly primitive exterior flowing like liquid metal as the quantum-entangled metamaterials revealed their true nature. Impossible, Vaxter breathed. All vessels, full scan of the human ship. Oh, now you'll see something interesting, Maya said with satisfaction, her fingers dancing across the quantum interface. Quantum fold core at full power, showing them what we can really do. The Aurora's transformation completed, revealing a vessel that seemed to bend light around it in ways that defied conventional physics. Where there had been apparent primitive armor plating, there was now a hull composed of material that actively rewrote its own molecular structure. The clunky weapon ports were replaced by smooth apertures that pulsed with energy that the Centauri sensors couldn't even classify. This is impossible, one of the Centauri science officers transmitted. Their quantum manipulation technology. It's operating on a scale our sensors can't even measure. Would you like another demonstration? Sarah asked calmly. Perhaps something more educational. Without waiting for a response, the Aurora activated its true weapon systems. A pulse of energy rippled out from the ship, but instead of impacting the Crystal Dawn's shields, it created a sphere of altered space around the Centauri vessel. Inside that sphere, the Crystal Dawn's advanced systems simply stopped functioning, their fundamental physical principles temporarily rewritten by the Aurora's quantum manipulation. What have you done? Vaxter demanded. We've created a localized space where your understanding of physics no longer applies, Sarah explained calmly. Don't worry. It's temporary. Consider it a practical demonstration of why appearances can be deceiving. The Aurora moved through space with impossible grace, its true capabilities now on full display. The quantum fold core's power signature became visible to the assembled fleet, a reading so massive that several alien vessels' sensor systems simply crashed trying to measure it. You've been hiding this technology, Vaxter accused. Deceiving us deliberately. Of course we have, Sarah replied. Humanity learned long ago that true power isn't about showing strength. It's about choosing when to reveal it. You saw exactly what we wanted you to see, a primitive species struggling with basic technology. What you failed to consider was why we would choose to appear that way. The Aurora released the Crystal Dawn from its quantum field, allowing the Centauri vessel's systems to return to normal. Around them, the assembled alien fleet hung in stunned silence, their previous dismissal of human capability replaced by a new and profound uncertainty. Your exhibition was meant to teach humanity its place in the galaxy, Sarah continued. Consider this our contribution to the learning experience. Never assume that apparent primitive technology indicates a lack of advancement. Sometimes, it simply indicates a civilization wise enough to know when to hold back. The quantum fold core pulsed with power, each wave visibly distorting space-time around the Aurora. What had appeared to be a primitive vessel struggling with basic spaceflight now stood revealed as something beyond even the Centauri's understanding of possible technology. Maya's voice came through the command channel. Captain, the core's efficiency has increased another 200% just from this brief activation. It's still learning, still adapting. We've barely scratched the surface of what it can do. Sarah nodded, then addressed the assembled fleet once more. The exhibition isn't over, Supreme Commander. We've prepared several more demonstrations of human technology. Unless, of course, you feel you've seen enough. The silence from the Centauri command vessel was answer enough. In the space of a few minutes, humanity had not only revealed technology beyond anything the galaxy had seen, they had demonstrated the wisdom to hide that technology until precisely the right moment. The trap had been sprung, but not the one the Centauri had planned. Instead, humanity had orchestrated the perfect unveiling of their true capabilities, turning an attempted humiliation into a demonstration of power that would reshape galactic politics forever. In the days following the Aurora's demonstration at the Proxima exhibition, the galactic political landscape shifted with the speed and force of a quantum wave collapse. The Grand Hall of the Centauri Federation's diplomatic station buzzed with activity as representatives from dozens of species gathered for an emergency council session. Captain Sarah Chen stood at the center of the chamber, the steady pulse of the Aurora's quantum fold core visible through the station's massive viewport behind her. The ship now made no effort to hide its true nature, its hull rippling with quantum-manipulated energy that served as a constant reminder of humanity's revealed capabilities. The Centauri Federation formally withdraws its previous assessment of Earth's technological status. Supreme Commander Vaxter announced, their crystalline features arranged in what humans were learning to recognize as discomfort. We acknowledge that our understanding of human capabilities was incomplete. Incomplete. The Archean representatives' neural tendrils twisted in agitation. They demonstrated technology that rewrites local physics at will. Incomplete seems a rather mild term. Dr. Maya Patel, standing beside Sarah, stepped forward. "If I may address the council." At the chairman's nod, she continued, "What you witnessed was not merely advanced technology. It was the result of a fundamental shift in how humanity approaches technological development." The quantum displays around the chamber activated, showing detailed analyses of the Aurora's capabilities, or at least, the capabilities humanity was now willing to reveal. Maya gestured to the readings that many species sensors still struggle to comprehend. While the galaxy focused on manipulating existing quantum states, we learned to create new ones. While you built bigger engines, we learned to fold space itself. But most importantly, while you showcased your achievements, we learned the value of patience and discretion. Sarah watched the assembled representatives process this information. Some showed signs of fear, others fascination, but all of them had one thing in common. They were reevaluating everything they thought they knew about humanity. An impressive achievement, the Nexian diplomat admitted, their crystalline body structure similar to but distinct from the Centauri. But it raises an obvious concern. What other capabilities are you still hiding? Sarah smiled diplomatically. That's an interesting question. Perhaps more interesting is why you assume we're hiding more. The implications of her response rippled through the chamber. The revelation of the Aurora's true capabilities had created a new kind of uncertainty in galactic politics. If humanity had hidden this level of technology, what else might they be concealing? The question before this council, the chairman stated, is how to proceed. Earth's technological capabilities clearly exceed our previous assessments by several orders of magnitude. Their admission to the Galactic Council can no longer be delayed. "We accept membership," Sarah responded, "but with conditions." A murmur ran through the assembled representatives. It was unprecedented for a new species to place conditions on their acceptance. But then, everything about humanity's emergence onto the galactic stage had been unprecedented. Earth will maintain its right to determine what technologies we share, and when we share them, Sarah continued, we will participate in galactic affairs, trade, and cultural exchange, but we will not be pressured to reveal capabilities before we deem appropriate. You ask us to accept your presence while knowing you may be concealing even more advanced technology. Vaxtir challenged. No, Sarah corrected. We're asking you to accept that a civilization's strength lies not just in its capabilities, but in its wisdom to know when and how to use them. Maya activated another display, showing the quantum fold core's energy signature. The technology you've seen represents a fraction of what's possible. The core continues to learn, to adapt, to evolve. But that's not what makes humanity dangerous or valuable to the galaxy. She paused, letting her words sink in. What makes us valuable is that we understand something many advanced civilizations have forgotten. True power isn't about having the most advanced technology. It's about knowing when to use it, when to hide it, and when to reveal it. The chamber fell silent as the implications of her words settled over the assembled representatives. The Aurora's demonstration hadn't just revealed advanced technology. It had revealed a fundamental difference in how humanity approached power and progress. There will be changes, Sarah addressed the council. The galaxy's power structure was built on assumptions about technological superiority that no longer hold true. But humanity doesn't seek dominance. We seek partnership with those wise enough to understand that apparent primitive technology might hide profound advancement, and that true civilization is measured not by the power it displays, but by the wisdom with which it uses that power. In the space beyond the diplomatic station, the Aurora continued its silent display of impossible technology. Its quantum fold core pulsed with energy that defied conventional physics, a reminder that humanity's greatest achievement wasn't in building advanced technology. It was in learning when to reveal it. The chairman called for a vote on Earth's admission to the Galactic Council. As the representatives signaled their approval one by one, Sarah exchanged a knowing look with Maya. This was just the beginning. Humanity had revealed one layer of their capabilities, but they had learned their lesson well. True power lies not in showing strength, but in controlling when and how that strength is revealed. The galaxy would never again make the mistake of underestimating humanity. But perhaps more importantly, they would never be quite sure they weren't still being underestimated. In the end, that uncertainty might prove to be humanity's greatest achievement of all. As the council session concluded, the Aurora's quantum fold core pulsed once more, sending ripples through space-time that their new ally sensors still couldn't fully comprehend. The age of hiding was over, but the art of selective revelation, that was a human specialty that would serve them well in the centuries to come.